G'day guys, welcome back to New Zealand. After last week's attempt at film photography, which I got kind of mixed results through, mainly due to the fact that I was using a 20 odd year old film, I just decided to give it another go. I've been and bought a 3-pack of film. It cost me about $40 for 3 times 24 exposures, 400 ASA or ISO. And I'm just going to rattle off as quickly as I can another roll of film, because I just want to prove to myself that it was the film I was using that was a problem and not the camera itself. Time's going to tell on that one. So I'm just down in Havelock North on the east coast of New Zealand, and the place I bought my film from, they actually do colour processing on site. Now it's Tuesday now. They only process on Wednesdays, so I'll rattle this film off, take it back into the lab, and she'll process it tomorrow morning, which will be great because I can get the film back and get the results back pretty quick. Fingers crossed I get something a bit usable. Now this little photo shoot is going to be nothing spectacular. I'm just going to randomly walk around the suburb of Havelock North, take a few photographs as I'm going along, a few static scenes, a few people shots, just see how it goes. So that, guys, is that. I started off in Havelock North Village, got a few photographs down there. There wasn't many people about actually, quite a cold sort of winter's day, so there wasn't much activity in town. So I got a few shots, and then I decided to have a drive up to Tomato Peak, just on the outskirts of the village. Beautiful spot up here. Unfortunately the wind picked up something horrendous, absolutely blowing a gale out there, so I've taken shelter back in the car. I've finished off the roll of film. I'm guessing there'll be maybe 20 hopefully usable shots. I'm going to have a steady drive back down to Havelock North Village now, drop the film in at the local lab, and the lady's going to process the film and it should be ready for me at some point tomorrow. Looking forward to that. I'm a bit more confident today about the results. I was very dubious about the film obviously the last time. This is a new roll of film, so unless the camera's monted, I think we should have some nice shots. Alright guys, catch you later. It's the morning after the day before, and I got the second film back from the lab. Quite nervous, but quite confident when I went into the lab to pick up the film. Majorly impressed. There's a lot of detail on this film, and I'm really, really impressed with it. I didn't bother getting them printed. I should have done, but I didn't bother. But I put them on the computer. I've kind of worked through them a little bit. The colours okay, they're nothing spectacular, the colours, although it was a little bit of a dull day anyway. But the intention was to convert them to black and white, which I've done. And my first thoughts are, wow, I just love them. The grain, for a start, the grain, it's authentic film grain. Love it, it just looks absolutely authentic. That's the only word I can use, it just looks authentic. Really like them. I love the blacks, I love the whites. It looks spectacular. I really like them. The content of the photographs is nothing too spectacular, but I'm quite impressed. Anyway, the upshot is I'm encouraged, I'm excited by film photography, and it's going to cost me an arm and a leg. It already has cost me an arm and a leg, because the films aren't that cheap, processing's not that cheap. I've already bought one film camera, which is the little baby OLYMPUS Trip 35, which is nice enough, but you don't get a lot of control over that camera. So I've gone ahead on the strength of my little whim, and I've bought myself an Olympus 35 SP. Now it's a beautiful, beautiful rangefinder. All the reports I've read, it says it's one of the best rangefinders, 35mm rangefinders ever made. We'll see about that when it's in my little hands. Could have bought the camera quite cheap online, eBay, etc. But the thing I'm slightly worried about is that it's an old camera. I mean, it was built in the sort of 1960s, 1970s. I'm kind of worried that if I do pick up a second-hand used model, it might be cheap now, but is it going to cost me in the long run on repairs and getting the thing cleaned up and just getting it workable? So I decided to spend a little bit of extra money for the extra peace of mind and buy it from a place, buy the camera from a place in Auckland which specialises in old vintage cameras, and they come all cleaned up, all working order, guarantees, this, that and other, and it's cost me, I think with delivery it's cost me about $300, which is, for people working in pound notes, it's probably 120, 130 quid, which for me, I think that's cheap. I think it's a bargain. You know what I mean? People could have got it cheaper, fair enough, but is it going to be a working model? I don't know. The one I'm getting is. I think bloody better me anyway. Anyway guys, that's it for this video. I just thought I'd share the love and let you know that film photography it's alive and kicking, and it's costing me an arm and a leg, but I'm enjoying it. That's the main thing, the enjoyment. Alright guys, from New Zealand on quite a nice morning. Ka kite anō, and we'll catch you next time.